Today's topic is globalization, chapter 4. Our markets have been transformed. Indian markets have been transformed how? Due to globalization. As consumers in today's world, some of us have a wide choice of goods and services before us. The latest models of digital cameras, mobile phones, and televisions made by the leading manufacturers of the world are within our reach. Every season, new models of automobiles can be seen on Indian roads. Today, Indians are buying cars produced by nearly all the top companies in the world. A similar explosion of brands can be seen for many other goods, from shirts to television to processed fruit juices. Such wide-ranging choice of goods in our markets is a relatively recent phenomenon. In a matter of years, our markets have been transformed. How? How do we understand these rapid transformations? What are the factors that are bringing about these changes? And how are these changes affecting the lives of the people? This is due to globalization. What is globalization? Globalization is the integration and interconnection between countries. What is globalization? Is the process of rapid integration and interconnection between countries. MNCs playing a major role in the globalization process. What is a MNC? We say multinational company or corporation. More and more goods and services, investments and technology are moving between countries. And most regions of the world are in closer contact with each other than a few decades back. Page number 56, we can see production across countries. Write the heading and underline. And interlinking production across countries and foreign trade integrates the countries. We can learn more about production across countries. Until the middle of the 20th century, production was largely organized within countries. What crossed the boundaries of these countries were raw materials, foodstuff and finished products. Colonies such as India exported raw materials and foodstuff and imported finished goods. Trade was the main channel connecting distant countries. This was before large companies called MNCs emerged on the scene. So MNC is a company that owns or controls production in more than one nation. Multi means more than one nation. MNCs set up offices and factories for production in regions where they can get cheap labor and other resources. This is done so that the cost of production is low and the MNCs can earn greater profits. Yes. So what's the role of a MNC and production across countries? What is a MNC also? There is an example given in our textbook 56 page number, spreading of production by an MNC. Spreading of production. Please write the heading and the value points in the notebook. Yes, a large MNC producing industrial equipment design its products in research centers in the US and then has the components manufactured in China. These are then shipped to Mexico and Eastern Europe where the products are assembled and the finished products are sold all over the world. Meanwhile, the customer care is carried out through call centers located in India. In this example, MNC is not only selling its finished products globally, but more important, the goods and services are produced globally. Goods and services produced globally. As a result, production is organized in increasingly complex ways. The production process is divided into small parts and spread out across the globe. In the above example, China provides the advantage of being a cheap manufacturing location. Mexico and Eastern Europe are useful for their closeness to the markets. In the US and Europe, India has what? Highly skilled engineers who can understand the technical aspects of production. It also has educated English-speaking youth who can provide customer care services. And all this probably can mean 50 to 60% cost savings for the MNC. The advantage of spreading out production across the borders to the multinationals can be truly immense. Second heading is, please note down, interlinking production across countries. In general, MNC set up production where it is close to the markets, where there is skilled and unskilled labor available at low cost, and where the availability of the factors of production is assured. We had seen the example. In addition, MNCs might look for government policies that look after their interests. Having assured themselves of these conditions, MNCs set up factories and offices for production. The money that is spent to buy assets such as land, building, machines, and other equipment is called investment. So we are getting a question, what is investment? Investment made by MNCs is called foreign investment. So what is foreign investment? Investment made by MNC is called foreign investment. Any investment is made with the hope that these assets will earn profits. At times, MNC set up production jointly. See the value word? Jointly. Set up production jointly with some local companies of these countries. The benefit to the local company of such joint production is twofold. What are they? First, MNC can provide money for additional investments like buying new machines for faster production. Provide money. Secondly, MNCs might bring with them the latest technology for production. So joint production. Thirdly, the most common route for MNC investment is to buy up local companies and then to expand production. MNCs with huge wealth can quite easily do so. Example, Cargill Foods, a very huge American MNC, has bought over smaller Indian companies such as Parag Foods. They had built a large marketing network in various parts of India where its brand was well reputed. Parag Foods had 4 oil refineries whose control has now shifted to Cargill. Cargill is now the largest producer of edible oil in India with a capacity to make 5 million pouches daily. That is buying up local companies and expand production. Many of the top MNCs have wealth exceeding the entire budgets of the developing country governments. With such enormous wealth, imagine the power and influence of these MNCs. Fourthly, there is another way in which MNCs control production. Large MNCs in developed countries place orders for production with the small producers. Garments, footwear, sports items are examples. Examples of industries where production is carried out by a large number of small producers around the world. The products are supplied to the MNCs, which then sell these under their own brand names to the customers. These large MNCs have tremendous power to determine prices. Quality, delivery, and labor conditions for these distant producers. Thus, we see that there are a variety of ways in which MNCs are spreading their production and interacting with local producers in various countries across the globe. By setting up partnerships with the local companies, by using the local companies for supplies, by closely competing with the local companies or buying them up, MNCs are exerting a strong influence on production at these distant locations. As a result, production in these widely dispersed locations is getting interlinked. Production in these widely dispersed locations getting interlinked. Yes, please note these value points with the example given in our textbook itself. It's very realistic example. See the exercise page number 72, quiz number 4, assignment. What are the various ways, please note down, what are the various ways in which MNCs set up or control production in other countries? It's a 5 marks question. Okay, thank you.